Is it time to start getting seriously worried about Ye?
Ryan Garcia, this Ye, I'm on the nitrous.
Apparently he is highly addicted to this nitrous oxide drug, or laughing gas, which is being delivered to him in copious amounts by his current dentist, the same guy responsible for installing his Jaws-inspired titanium grill dentures earlier this year. The allegations don't end there. Apparently this dentist has a vested interest in keeping Ye addicted to this drug, because the more he's addicted to the NOS, the more he's dependent on this dentist to give him the NOS. And the more NOS he takes, the more incapacitated he becomes mentally, thereby enabling this same dentist to infiltrate his business and extract millions of dollars from the Yeezy empire whilst simultaneously overcharging him for the NOS in the first place. It's a crazy situation. Hello everybody, welcome back to the channel. It is me, Jordan Young, back with another banger. Today, we're going to be taking a slight deviation from our normal sneaker related content to talk about this crazy situation with Ye. Now, I'm going to give it the broad brushstrokes. There are plenty of other creators that have made very detailed videos about the situation with Ye at the moment.
I was at the dentist's office the other day. I was taking a nitrous oxide. I suggested if anybody's like stressed out.
I've got to say, this isn't a video that I really wanted to make. I was looking around hoping for some interesting information about the next Yeezy shoe or the next Yeezy line, because we haven't spoken about anything Yeezy related on this channel for quite some time, but all I could find was details surrounding this current story. So let's just get into it. First of all, what is nitrous oxide, or NOS? It's otherwise known as laughing gas. In a clinical medical context, it's usually given to patients to prevent pain or to give relaxation. You'll have maybe taken it sneakily when your partner's given birth in the maternity ward. It's done by a lot of kids because it's really easy to get a hold of in the form of filling a balloon and then inhaling it. You've probably seen these little clusters or collections of discarded canisters found in the back alleys or in the corners of sports fields. The drug gives this euphoric temporary high that lasts all of about 5 seconds and can be, for that same reason, highly addictive. There are some pretty negative side effects that occur from abusing this drug and being addicted to this drug, including problems with the brain due to lack of oxygen. It's not the type of thing you want to abuse long term. Now, the allegations brought forth have all stemmed from one main character, Milo Yiannopoulos. Some of you guys out there may have heard of Milo. He's an alt-right political commentator, formerly an editor at Breitbart News. He's very much a provocateur and a rage bait king. Because of his unrelenting quest to remain relevant, as well as his penchant for stirring up controversy, these allegations can't really be taken too seriously, but it should be noted that these allegations have manifested in the form of an official affidavit that has been submitted to the California Dental Board, and as such, put him right in the firing line for perjury if these allegations are found to be and proven to be false. So there is a little bit of weight behind what he's saying, even though prima facie we should definitely season it. Yiannopoulos was appointed campaign manager for Ye while he was running for president alongside Nick Fuentes, a proper motley crew of advisors. It's of very little wonder that that campaign fizzled out, but after that was done, he was then moved over to become chief of staff of the Yeezy empire. So he went from being a political advisor to essentially a fashion advisor, despite having no particular expertise in either field. Anyway, earlier this year, around April or May, right around the time Ye had announced plans to start making Yeezy porn, Yiannopoulos resigned, although there are contrasting reports out there suggesting that Ye actually fired Yiannopoulos. But we're now in a situation where Yiannopoulos has now piped up to make some claims around the situation pertaining to Ye and his nitrous oxide addiction, as well as some of the other characters surrounding Ye that have facilitated this addiction in the first place. Before we get to the dentist, let's talk about how these allegations could have some credibility behind them, because they do go some ways to explaining Ye's current output creatively. You see, it's been nearly 2 years since Ye and Adidas split up. famously owing to Ye's ranting and raving and anti-Semitic tweeting, etc. And since that split, the creative output that we've been able to enjoy from Ye has come out in the form of these Yeezy pods, a sock with a couple of rubber pods attached to the sole, as well as a whole bunch of Yeezy merch. These shoes are rubbish, and the merch is rubbish. And the consumer experience in procuring these products has also been rubbish. People's orders have been cancelled or massively delayed or found to be incorrect. The products themselves have been of questionable sizing, as well as questionable quality, as well as questionable authenticity. When people have reached out to the company, they've been met with no response or delayed response. It's been a pretty rubbish consumer experience. And in terms of his music output, it's also been pretty rubbish as well. Earlier in the year, he dropped Vultures 1, which wasn't too bad. It did seem to have some semblance of Ye behind it. But earlier this month, he dropped Vultures 2, which has generally been received quite poorly. I listened to it myself the other night and it just seemed off. And so if it is true that Ye has been really addicted and dependent on this nitrous oxide and has been spending more of his time getting high than doing anything else, that would explain the massive decline in creative outputs and the quality of the products as a result. And now we move on to the dentist. Yeah, this guy is a dentist. I'm not being funny, but if I walked into a dental appointment and was met with this guy, I would promptly rebook and find another place. There's something very sus about this guy. He definitely looks like the type of guy that would be able to get his hands on any number of different illegal substances. He's made a name for himself in the celebrity dental world for installing rare stones and diamonds into celebrities' faces. People like Odell Beckham Jr. or Shaq, or very famously Post Malone and Lil Yachty. One of the main allegations brought against this guy right here is that he has been ripping these celebrities off by giving them stones that are lab grown rather than natural, massively overpricing his service and his work. And he's of course incredibly famous for the work that he did earlier this year on Ye, which is this experimental prosthodontic dental procedure where he had a titanium grill installed in his mouth inspired by the Bond villain Jaws. It's been alleged that Connolly himself has actually been seen hauling large surgical tanks of this nitrous oxide gas into the apartment of Bianca Censori for Ye to self-administer whenever he pleases. It's also been alleged that Connolly is implicated with the Mexican cartel. He's filed for bankruptcy in the past. He's in the business of regularly ripping off his well-heeled celebrity clientele and is generally a bit of a dirtbag. Now, Connolly has come out to defend himself and said that this is all cap, to which Milo has responded with a series of messages supposedly between him and Connolly and Ye, exposing Ye wanting this nitrous gas, Connolly complying. And it's even come out that Connolly has moved in to Ye's apartment complex and even submitted a role application purporting to take over parts of the Yeezy business, asking for like $2.4 million per year in salary. It's crazy. Now, one thing that has been made pretty clear in looking at this story is that Ye has been into NOS for quite some time. A lot of people have been using this particular video here as evidence for Ye's nitrous interest.
And I was at the dentist's office the other day. I was taking a nitrous oxide. I suggested if anybody's like stressed out.
But this video was actually taken a couple of years ago, ironically enough, at the BET Awards, where they gave Sean Puffy Combs, or P. Diddy, a Lifetime Achievement Award. So this video didn't age well for a couple of different reasons.
Puff, if I never told you I love you.
In more recent times, people have pointed to this video of Ye where he contacts Ryan Garcia.
Ryan Garcia, this Ye, I'm on the nitrous.
There's also a lot of anecdotal evidence out there from former Yeezy employees who have said things like they were used to seeing Ye self-administering the NOS gas on a regular basis, even having the mask on during meetings. It's almost cruelly ironic that Ye, in making Vultures 1 and 2, was almost making a bit of a self-admission, in that he seems to have surrounded himself in recent times with vultures, a number of sycophantic enablers who can't say no to him but are simultaneously taking from him. And so that is it. What a crazy story. Feel free to let me know what you guys think down below. And as always, thanks for watching the video. I'll see you on the next one. Take care for now, and peace.